Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. Auntie is here. I'm your auntie of pop culture. So I play with my pens. It's not cute not knowing. So come on, let's know. Starting off with a hug. How you guys doing today? Hope your day is going well. Thank you for joining me. Let's talk about the Emmy nominations. The 72nd Annual Emmy Awards are happening September the 20th on ABC, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. For the first time, they're going to have a black producer, Reginald Hudlin. He did the Oscars back in 2016, and we're going to take you back even more with the House Party movies, him and his brother. They came down with the nominations today, and there were some surprises. Tiger King, I tried to watch that little silly show once. I just couldn't get through it. 6 nominations for Tiger King. Nothing for the Power TV show. Good news for Issa Rae. I think she's finally getting some shine for Insecure. Y'all know that's like one of my favorite shows. She's nominated. Zendaya for Euphoria. Netflix, a whopping 160 nominations. HBO, a lot of nominations for The Watchmen. Have you ever watched that series with Regina King? Unfortunately, they kind of gave up on the project and there'll be no season 2. But look for The Watchmen to be recognized at this year's Emmy Awards. Anthony Anderson, Tracee Ellis Ross for Blackish. Nothing for actress Reese Witherspoon. Now, this was surprising. Not only was she on Apple TV's The Morning Show, but she was also in Little Fires Everywhere with Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington got nominated, but nothing for Reese Witherspoon. So there were some snubs and there were some surprises, and I thought that they would. They've kind of like shaken up the Emmy bag, but 72nd Annual Emmy Awards, September the 20th, on ABC, Jimmy Kimmel. Jermaine Dupri was recently asked, would he ever work with Janet Jackson again? Now, we know they dated for many years, but that project he did for her did not do well. And I think one of the reasons why Janet paired with him, because Jermaine Dupri had hits for so many others. And he was such a successful producer, but it was something about the Janet project that did not go well. And he says, unfortunately, no, he will never work with her again. And he feels very disappointed because he'd like to give it one more shot. There's a show on Stars. I need you guys to tell me about it if you've ever seen it, because I want to be interviewing some of the stars. The show P-Valley, it's about a strip club. It airs on Stars. Apparently, it's doing so well, it's signed up for season 2. And I'm going to be interviewing couple of the stars, so I just wanted to get some insight before I start watching it. Kim and Kanye, are they back together? Sources say they've actually been separated for a year because Kanye lives in Wyoming. Kim and everybody else, they live in California. They were photographed yesterday. She was crying, photographed in Wyoming. She was crying, he was talking, very animated. It's funny when couples separate, because sometimes a couple can separate and you never know it, because they will go on like life is normal. Will this be the thing that will lead them to save the marriage, and maybe Kanye will calm down? He is still casting, trying to get on ballots around the country for president, but it's going to be very interesting. Megan Thee Stallion opens up. She got shot in both of her feet, not just one. She said she wasn't ready to speak. She's not protecting anyone. She also called out fake friends. She did not get a lot of support when this happened. Some people thought it was a joke. I know 50 Cent actually apologized to her because he was like, I thought it was a joke. No. You ever stump your toe? Imagine getting shot both of your feet. She says, I didn't deserve to be shot, and that this was the worst experience of her life. Singer Tory Lanez, they say he did it. He's not from the United States. He's from Canada. They're trying to get him deported. Was he put up to do this? I don't think she was shot to be killed. I don't think she was shot to be an accident. I think it was a warning, like, to harm her. Her career is like, it's going up, y'all. But this could very well stop it. How is she supposed to perform? I mean, I know we're with the Rona, and nobody's performing, but still, I think it was a warning. My instincts say it was a warning because she wanted to leave the record label that she's with in management and go over to Jay-Z's Roc Nation. I think it was a warning to hurt her. And no, Megan did not deserve that treatment. WeTV, get your life. Y'all comments are hysterical because a lot of people think this is a publicity stunt. Tamar attempted suicide. I don't know. I hate publicity stunts, but many of you said, well, why is WeTV going to go forward and run this show if all this turmoil is going on? They filmed everything. And for what I'm hearing, the boyfriend wanted the show to be more about him. The David and Tamar show. I know, he didn't get the memo that he's not the star. Apparently, he wanted to be in every scene, wanted to be very involved. He saw the final cut and didn't like it and wanted the show to be canceled. Did this lead to the pressure with Tamar and this show? They film you. It's not acting, because people are going to say, well, they edit and put in what they want. They're going to film everything that you show them and put it together. I think we are all waiting with bated breath on what this show is going to be like. And is this man too demanding and too controlling? He probably won't come out looking real sweet with this show. They said this is not the image that he wanted, but I think we're going to see what you gave him was the real you. Robin Gibbons, did y'all know that she was directing now? She has a movie that she's directed. It's coming on Lifetime this weekend. A Murder to Remember. Now, she's doing the rounds and doing a lot of interviews, right? So they brought up the Mike Tyson movie. The Mike Tyson movie where Jamie Foxx is going to play Mike Tyson. So she says, well, I hope they don't put me in that movie or talk about me. Girl, Robin, you can't talk about the story of Mike Tyson without talking about you. That interview with Robin and Mike Tyson years ago with Barbara Walters, everybody was looking crazy. Her mama, it was a mess. Robin, let's just hope that they're kind, because you cannot tell the story of Mike Tyson without talking about Robin Gibbons. The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Warner Media has launched an investigation to the toxic work culture, the racial things that they said went on. Ellen is not being investigated, but people say she's always saying be kind, but the people behind the scenes aren't kind. This kind of happened to Oprah Winfrey a few years ago. She had a producer who they said was hell on wheels and wasn't nice and friendly. And you have to be careful of the people who represent you, people who work for you and around you, because they can mess things up for you. Oftentimes, it can be like that with friends. I remember years ago, there was a girl I had to really put to the side because she would say things like, why does everybody speak to you? Why you always got to stop and take pictures of everybody? Why you got to talk to everybody? This is what I signed up for. I signed up for this. This is what I signed up for. If you're annoyed, then you go over there so you don't have to deal with everything. They say those executive producers behind the scenes of Ellen are a trip. She's going to make a change. You watch, because she ain't asked for this smoke. She don't want that heat. But they say some of the people were cruel. Somebody wanted to go to a funeral and they got fired. Just a lot of the racial stuff. Hi, I didn't know other black people worked here. You know, this day and age, you got to be careful what you say. Oprah Winfrey is returning to talk shows. Apple TV is going to air the Oprah Conversations. Why is she venturing back into talk shows? Because she says the time is needed for this kind of conversation, and she's going to be talking to newsmakers and the like. But Oprah Winfrey is returning to talk shows. Thanks for joining me, y'all. It's not cute not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson, your auntie of pop culture. Leave a comment. You know that I saw it when I give you a heart. I like the conversations that we have. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend. The channel is growing, and it's growing organically. When it grows organically, that means people are going to stick around and stay to see what's going on. Thanks for hanging out today. I hope that you have a good one.